What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today was my best trading day of 2026 so far. I made over $1,200 across my accounts. It was the best day by a mile. I've tried to record this intro 4 times, so I'm just going to get on with it this time. I'm not even going to try to perfect it. But yeah, so today is Friday the 13th of February 2026. And yeah, over 1.2k made today across my accounts. I'm going to deep dive and tell you guys exactly how I caught this trade and how you guys can catch the exact same type of trades. So believe it or not, this is extremely simple. Today's trading and the trade we took was extremely simple. And I'm going to talk you guys through it as simply and sort of as simple as possible. So let's just go back here to market open, right? So pre-market, we came down all of yesterday, so I was expecting a retrace higher. What told me this? So we're inside of this 4-hour fair value gap. The last fair value gap of this leg up, right? So in this leg here, this is the last fair value gap of the leg, which can be a really strong point of delivery. And as you can see here, price is delivering from it perfectly. So on top of this, we had a completely unfilled 4-hour fair value gap above, right? Which is what I wanted to see tapped into. So this was my general draw on liquidity above. On top of this, as I've spoke about in previous videos, you want to look for key areas inside of these gaps. So on the hourly time frame here, we also had an hourly intermediate term high here, which is just the entry into the gap. So this time it happened to align perfectly. So the 4-hour unfilled and an hourly intermediate term high as well. So coming into actual market open, obviously today it was CPI. So what have you always got to check after CPI? You have to check, did we create a news wick or a data wick? And yes, we have a super strong data high right here, which we didn't sweep. And the fact that we made sort of relative equal highs here made this such a strong draw on liquidity. So this was going to be my target. This solidified my bullish bias, the fact that we had such a strong draw on liquidity above. So I want to see a manipulation lower. I didn't necessarily want to see us sweep all the way down here, but I did want to see us sweep lower. I will talk about this trade quickly. So we did actually have here a perfect inversion that failed towards the highs. Now, why did I not take this on stream? And I called out the reason why. So basically, this trade was terrible risk to reward. So you would have had to size for 50 points, and it was a 0.7R, which usually is fine because you can just target a 1R. But this is a super strong draw on liquidity, which means we can sweep this. Super strong draw. So we can sweep this and come lower, right? On top of this, we were also respecting the 5-minute, the 4-minute, the 2-minute, and we had loads of stacked 1 minutes as well. So this was more of a gamble to me. This was not a great trade, in my opinion. This loss should have been avoided for sure. So I want to see us come lower and get a better looking setup than that. So if you guys don't know, I basically trade off of inversion fair value gap. So I want to see, for example, I want to see this pattern. So we have a fair value gap here on the 3-minute. I want to see this inversed. So closed through and disrespected, which is exactly what happens right here. But as I've just explained, there has to be more context behind these fair value gaps. Obviously, at the time, we're delivering from these 15 minutes to the left. And also 5 minutes, I'm fairly sure. But there has to be more context. And I wanted a nice liquidity sweep on top of that. So if we come to the 1 minute, and like I said, I didn't expect us to retrace all the way to this low. But my bias at this point, when we're dumping down here, when we hit this low, my bias was fully determined on this low. So what I mean by that is, when we actually hit this low, how does price react? Because this is a key low inside of a fair value gap. Inside of a fair value gap on the 4-hour time frame. So if we react off this low very bullishly with a strong, sharp reaction, that will cement my bullish bias to the data highs, right? I'll be 1,000% bullish. So I'd be open to long setups here. However, if we continue coming down here, I'll be bearish and I'll switch my bias, especially if we inverse this 4-hour. So I got the setup exactly perfectly here. So I was looking for fair value gaps in this leg. We kind of had 2-minute fair value gap forming, but we were quite a way off forming them completely. So I looked at these 1-minute gaps here. As you can see here, this is actually a tiny 1-minute gap resting above. So I combined these gaps. So from this candle to this candle, I combined these 1-minute gaps. And if we play the next candle through, it might be the one afterwards. Yeah, it is. So if we play this candle through, look at the momentum on this candle. So People say a lot about trading. It has to be light bulb. It has to stick out to you. This is the most obvious setup you'll probably ever see, right? Sweep on sell side liquidity. If we go back to the 4 hour time frame, we're inside this 4 hour fair value gap, which is a really strong point of rejection. We've just inversed a 1 minute fair value gap with super strong displacement with literally an 85.1 minute candle, right? And we have our super strong draw on liquidity above that I've just spoke about of these relative equal highs and this data high. And we also have a 5 minute intermediate term high above. So much buy side resting above. Bias is bullish. Sweep on sell side liquidity, delivery from a 4 hour fair value gap. If you wait for trades like this, there is no way you're not going to make money in the markets, right? So how did I execute this trade? So I simply entered on the candle close. I did get a really good fill here. If you want to see my execution shot, it will be on either Instagram or TikTok, whichever you prefer. So my full TP was at this high, and I sized for a 50-point stop, right? Now I actually entered by the time this had triggered and I entered, we got an instant pullback after this candle close. So I entered at 670. So as if you look at the price at the left, I entered at 670 on the dot. So I got pretty much a perfect fill, and I will admit this is luck, right? Usually I would have got filled a bit higher. So I did get quite fortunate here, for sure. So I had a 50-point stop, which I was really happy with that I got a good fill because I could pretty much cover all this inception gap. I go into inception gaps a little bit in shorts, but it's mainly just a VIP thing. It's basically just a fair value gap created when we inverse a gap that you'd expect it to respect. So, for example, if we came down, respected the inception gap, and then went up. I've basically just explained it, but yeah, I go into more detail in my Discord. So I entered here on the retrace, unintentionally, I will admit. Break even was when we hit this swing high. You see how this high is pretty much the only swing in this leg. So I went break even here, especially considering how much risk to reward I was up when we actually hit this high. So yeah, I was 1.3 hour up when we hit that high. And I said in my Discord, I'm not taking partials on this trade. This was super confident. We had such a strong draw above, so much liquidity above. I was happy to accept this coming back to my break even if this didn't hit. But yeah, look at the next candle that printed. So when this candle printed and we swept this high out, I said also on stream, if you want to hear exactly what I said, like I said, go watch the execution shot. You'll see exactly what I said in live time during this trade. But yeah, I trailed my stop loss or stop profit to here, right? To where my break-even point was. So I would have still made over 1 hour if I did get stopped out. But my logic with this was we should never, ever reverse. After a candle like this, if we start coming down here, that's a terrible sign, right? If we're going to truly hit this data high instantly, then we should just hit it straight away. Now, even we did stall a tiny bit. Even during this, I was thinking, okay, why are we actually stalling here? And then as you can see, we hit full TP for about a 3 risk to reward, 150 points. And yeah, this was absolutely perfect as a trade. Just wait for these setups, guys. Do not try to take things like this before, which I spoke about. Just be patient. Wait for everything to align. And also, if you look at this actual entry here as well, there was no speed bumps. And what I mean by speed bumps is if we look in this leg of price right here, so this leg from this high to this low, this leg of price, have we got any fair value gaps or clear areas of rejection in this leg after we inverse this 1 minute? So there's nothing on the 5, and you can just cycle through the time frames and you can clearly see we've got absolutely no area where we should reject from here. So granted, I was probably a little bit aggressive with my break even, but because of how much profit I was in and how much I was up already, that was definitely just a smart risk decision, and it was also a swing high. But yeah, like I said, I made around just over $1,200. I do risk $200 per trade on every single funded account. That's what I've always done. I'm not a super risk on person in general, so $200 risk per trade, and yeah, over 3R on this trade. If you guys want to trade live with me every single day next week, we have 4 wins out of 4 this week, and the week is done. Click the link in my bio, join my Discord. I do free streams on Mondays as well, so get involved in them. If you want discounts on Alpha Futures, check out the link in the description for that as well. Same with FX Replay. But yeah, hopefully this has been informative, guys. Let me know in the comments if you have found this useful. Hopefully you have. And yeah, any more YouTube video requests, let me know. And any questions, comment or let me know in the Discord. And hopefully, like I said, this has been useful. So I'll see all of you guys in the next video.